The Gremlin was one of the hybrid species that composed Impera's empire, her shining red hair, flexible form, and below-average height working to her advantage in her stealth and acrobatic work in every fashion possible. At first, the Gremlin was just another member of Impera's empire, carrying out Impera's wishes via for-hire work without much question. But once the empire was dismantled at the hands of Corey and Maddie B, the doors to the infinite possibilities Zendo has to offer were open to the Gremlin. She spent her days continuing the same type of work she had often enjoyed while working under Impera, but now with a different style. Before, Impera's methods were restraining, keeping the causes for accepting work under the purposes for increasing prosperity only. But now the Gremlin could work under much more lax conditions, taking whatever odd job she felt like doing. These jobs, for lack of a better description, were truly off the wall. The Gremlin had escorted a party of refugee mice across the cold grounds of the Pustoy tundra, assisting in a heist of the oldest cheese in the Oziv district, and even helping to tame the great mineral beast of the Zemley district. For the most part, the Gremlin enjoyed her work, and it paid well. That is until the fateful day Herr Sturm gave her a call, and not long after, she became one of the many victims of the desolate massacre. Once the power of the Crystal Gauntlet had returned her to Zendo, she had planned on going back to her old ways, doing any odd jobs the Zendian people needed done, but then one of the people she was revived along with caught her eye. Iris was her name. Iris and the Gremlin became fast friends, and together they embarked on a trek that would take the two of them to the underwater city of the Vedni district. There the Gremlin would continue doing what she did best, until one day something quite peculiar happened. The Gremlin awoke one day, much like the multitude of days that preceded it, but something felt different. The Gremlin pondered what had changed for a couple minutes, until she realized what it was. There was something between her and her bed, and it was burning hot. With a yelp, the Gremlin jumped out of her bed, revealing a glowing red stone sitting beneath where she had been sleeping. Against her better judgment, the Gremlin touched the stone. This time the stone was only slightly warm. After holding the stone for a few moments, flames began to dance around her fingertips, and with a chuckle, she pocketed the stone. For the next few months, the Gremlin was now able to incorporate various fire-related magical abilities into her work, which would have made the work exponentially easier if she wasn't working underwater. It did help in some capacities, though, keeping the cold people of the Vedni district warmer when they needed it, and speeding up the ever-tedious process of cooking every now and then, until the day the Purple Thief came into town. That day was a day eerily similar to the day the Gremlin had first found her stone. She woke in a daze on her bed, and as she went to make the room more comfortably warm, the Gremlin found that her fire magic wasn't working quite the way she had grown accustomed to. In a dazed hurry, the Gremlin stumbled to the closet she kept her stone in, only to find it had gone missing along with the opposite wall of the closet. Upon looking out the hole in the wall, the Gremlin saw a purple shape flying away. With a series of loud curse words, the Gremlin gave chase.